everyone and welcome to the Grenglish show. Well, the Fringe season is here and we bring you more interviews with some of the artists who will be performing here at the show at the Fringe Festival in Adelaide. Well, today we bring you an interview with a director who has produced a very interesting show. Interesting because it combines many forms of arts to deliver its message. Have you ever wondered what it feels like for people with mental health to be labelled because of their condition? Well, Timothy, Christopher Ryan and Marjorie May Fair will bring to Adelaide Fringe an effing mad tea party. That's the name of the show, and it deals with the labelling of people with mental health. Through comedy, through burlesque and through circus, we will find out what it feels like to be labelled because you have a mental condition. Well, for more, please sit back and enjoy the interview. Timothy and Samantha, welcome to the Grenglish show. What a pleasure to have you guys on the show. You bring a very interesting show here at the Fringe Festival in Adelaide this month, in fact next week, which is called the Effin' Mad Tea Party. And I know it deals with mental health issues, but I would like you to tell us a little bit more about it. Why are we talking about mental health issues in that particular show?
Definitely. There's been a lot of media attention lately just on kind of mental health issues. And, you know, we just thought that through this show, we're trying to normalise mental health and make it, you know, kind of known and make people understand that we're actually not that different. You know, we've just got kind of different, everyone's got different challenges, and we kind of think that everyone's mad because, you know, depending on if you're diagnosed or not, you know, everyone's kind of got their own kind of challenges in life. So we thought that to parallel this, we'd kind of use the story of Alice in Wonderland and give the audience a familiar story so that they don't really have to think about that narrative, but we kind of add other layers to it. So everyone in Wonderland...
Continue,
everyone in Wonderland has a mental illness, apart from Alice. So Alice acts as like the authority figure, like kind of society's view, pressing in on like this different world, and then she kind of has to kind of cope every time she meets a new character at like different mental illnesses.
Okay, that's a very interesting approach. And I mean, you were talking about Wonderland, and I'm thinking society today, although we want to think about it as a wonderland, it's far from it. And yes, mental health, I've seen it's on the rise. And you guys, for you to produce this kind of show, I'm sure you've done some sort of research, you've talked with people with mental health issues. How did you go about it?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the hardest thing that we found when we were talking to people, the people with mental illness always found it a challenge expressing because it's not something visible that they can show, that people can see on them. And so it's in their head, or it's something that's always nagging at them. And so that's one of the things that we're trying to bring through, is that the representation of it isn't always a physical thing, but it's something that's shown through the text or through the way that they act, the way they interact with other people. So that's one of the biggest learning curves that we've found as well, like ourselves, because I've never myself experienced any mental health issues. But it's been really interesting to learn. And all of our characters, we've spent time working with them and the actors of creating the characters with developing mental illness through the physicality, through the vocal, and through the way that they interact with people, so that it's a truer form of each mental illness. And we really don't want to create a wishy-washy feel of just breezing over them and saying we're representing them. We wanted to actually take that chance to represent each one on stage. And hopefully we've done that, in a nice way,
Sure. I mean, I've got to say, this is the first time that I see someone who approaches mental health issues through the arts, really, because it's not just a narration, it's comedy, it's circus, it's burlesque, it's everything. Guys, how hard was it to put it all together, dealing with something that's so delicate, so, you know, like a really, really delicate issue out there?
Yeah, well, because all of the actors have different skills, and being a variety show, so it was quite easy to kind of delegate the different characters with the mental illnesses and then kind of combine the two. Like we've got everything, you know, from the White Rabbit to Dee and Dumb kind of having OCD. So like in that case, you know, like we kind of explored, because one of my close family friends has OCD, and they're very repetitious.
Sure. I mean,
And so like all of the movement, we show that through movement.
Yeah, I think the
okay.
easiest thing for us was it felt really natural that certain types of mental illness would really fit with each character. And because of that, you can really take different things from each mental illness and create physicality from it. And so the variety acts in themselves, the acrobatics and things like that,
Sure.
they fit perfectly with each character, and the interaction
Okay. Oh, no.
of that works so well. So yeah, well, and I think also, oh no, we had a little problem. All
No, that's
good?
okay. It's all back. It's all back.
Yeah, okay, cool. And I think another reason that we're really going with the variety show is Samantha and I are personally in love with variety shows themselves, but we want to see a variety show with a storyline attached to it, something that the audience can grasp onto and keep engaged throughout the whole story.
Sure.
Yeah.
It keeps it like quite intimate, because I think a lot of variety shows, you know, they kind of take different actors from different fields and then just put them together in like a running order.
Sure.
Whereas with our show, you know, it's got that narrative through it that kind of links everything together, so that the audience, like we break the fourth wall so that the audience are drawn into the characters.
Sure. So are we going to see someone holding, I don't know, an antibacterial spray and spraying everything every single second, or anything along those lines? Because this is OC. At the end of the day, I'm thinking, I mean, what's really normal these days? Everyone's got a different character, and sometimes, I mean, this is my personal view. When we talk about mental health issues, it's not really a mental health issue. It's more of everyone's got a different character, and everyone sees things from a different perspective, I suppose. I mean, this is, again, my personal view about it. And that's why this show really interested me, and that's why I really want to come and see it, guys. And why on earth would you pick the F word? Is this because it's effing frustrating? Is this effing serious? Or if because the show is effing awesome? What's the reason?
I like that you say effing awesome. Yes. Sorry, we've got an announcement in the background.
That's okay. It's part of the show. It's part of the show.
Yeah. So we have a children's show and an adult show.
Okay.
And I think we wanted to make it more edgy and more fun, more engaging. And so to make it fucking mad is going to be perfect, because that's what sets the audience up. They know what they're expecting. They know that it's going to be a wild show, lots of crazy shit happening, which is exactly what happens in our show.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, guys, it sounds really, really amazing. So yes, you start on the 14th of February, which is next Saturday, at the British. Correct me if I'm wrong. The British Club.
The Elephant British
Hotel?
Club.
Yes, beautiful. So we start on the Saturday, on the 14th of February, and you go all the way through to the 20th of February, I've seen. So 7 shows. It's a show not to be missed. That's what I've heard, and that's what I believe. So you guys, good luck with it. And OCD, what's that? Just go away. Go and enjoy the show.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Thanks,
Thank
buddy.
you guys, Timothy and Samantha. Thank you so very much. The effing Mad Tea Party here in Adelaide on the 14th of February for 7 shows. Thank you so much, guys. Mwah.